Hey, what's up, YouTube? Comic Freak for Life here with Nareg Torossian, however you pronounce that guy. He made third place at top four at YCS Providence, Rhode Island. A lot of people have been looking for this deck. I got it off of ProWinston. Thanks a lot to ProWinston. He's a super chill guy. And yeah, so this is his deck. He got, like I said, he got top four. And surprisingly, he runs 44 cards in his deck. So I'm going to kind of go over it and kind of tell you my kind of overview of the deck. So he ran 3 Caius, 3 Spirit Reaper, 3 Ryko, 3 Effect Veiler, 2 Mystic Tomato, 2 Tour Guide, 2 Card Trooper, BLS, Chaos Sorcerer, Dark Armed, Mizuki, Goblin Zombie, Sangan, and Plague Spreader. So that's 25 monsters. That's a good amount of monsters. Then we have 3 MST, Allure of Darkness, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy, and Book of Moon. And then for the traps, 3 Call of the Haunted, 2 Bottomless, 2 Torrential Tribute, 2 Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, and Compulsory Evacuation Device. Then for the side, he ran 3 Cyber Dragon, 3 Gravekeeper Spy, Tsukiyomi, 2 Soul Taker, Mind Control, 3 Dust Tornado, and 2 Compulse. Then for the extra, 1 Utopia, 1 Maestroke, 1 Acid Golem, 1 Leviathan Dragon, 1 Leviair, 1 Zenmaines, 1 Digesto Phoenix, 1 Mistworm, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Stardust, 1 Gaia, 1 Revived King Hades, 1 Magical Android, 1 Armory Arm, and 1 Chimera Tech. So, after looking at this deck, I see I'm kind of getting the picture of how he was running it, but the way I would see it is he uses Spirit Reaper and Ryko to stall and get pluses, pop cards. He uses the Rykos and the Card Troopers to get his mill engine. He has the Dark Armed, BLS, and Chaos Sorcerer as his big game changer monsters. He has the 3 zombie monsters, Mizuki, Goblin Zombie, and Plague Spreader. He uses Goblin Zombie to either search out Mizuki or Plague Spreader, depending on what he needs. And Mystic Tomato helps him get out a lot of these monsters, a lot of these dark monsters. Tour Guide is just good in any of these kinds of decks. Caius, he runs Caius because he has a lot of things that he can always keep a monster on the field. He has Spirit Reaper. He has Mystic Tomato that can special something. So he has a lot of things that can stay on the field. Let's see what else. 3 MST for back row hate. So this deck likes to get rid of back row as well as heavy. Allure Darkness because there's darks. 3 Call the Haunteds. I like this card personally. I think it's a good card. A lot of time I can't find room in a deck, but I really like this card a lot. It has a lot of potential. What it was probably used for a lot is Call the Haunted, like a Goblin Zombie or a Sangan, and you get to search, say they MST it, you can chain it, and you can plus off of that. You can use it to get, or Card Trooper. You can draw a card. So he has a lot of ways he can plus with Call the Haunted. Bottomless and Torrential or basic, same with the Warnings and the Judgment. 1 Compulse. I'm very surprised he's running 44 cards. That is a lot of cards, and I'm sure he could whittle down the deck to 40. Most pro players kind of recognize that 40 cards is always what you want to run, because the less cards you have in your deck, the more chance you all have of drawing the card you need. That was his choice. I'm not totally sure what was going on with that. So yeah, I like this deck a lot actually, except if it was somehow you'd be able to cut it down to 40 cards, that would make it way better, I think. Um, 3, well, I can't really complain because he top forward at YCS, so must have done something right. Side deck, he has 3 Cyber Dragons, most likely for those decks that he needs to beat over things or machines. 3 Gravekeeper Spy and Tsukiyomi, I like this a lot, because it adds a lot more special summoning and exceeding, I guess, and Tsukiyomi can abuse flip effects like Ryko as well as Spy. 2 Soul Takers to get rid of those light pulsars and shinings, and they're just good 1-for-1 removal. Mind Control, probably if his opponent synchros, or just something that he would use maybe if his opponent sets a lot. 3 Dust Tornado to get rid of back row. Because he has a lot of traps, he can't really run Decree, so he just decides Dust Tornado against decks with trap heavy. And 2 Compulse, because maybe the deck like exceeds a lot or synchros a lot. Um, or something where you can use Compulse to disrupt their plays. The extra deck is pretty standard for what he's playing, although I'm surprised he doesn't run Catastor. So yeah, that's what I think about the deck. He topped, so I can't really say that it's a bad deck, although like I said, I would rather be able to cut it down to 40 cards. But it's funny, they call it zombies and there's only really 3 zombie monsters. But like I said, Call of the Haunted can be abused a lot to use Goblin Zombie. Mizuki can bring back Goblin Zombie to plus even more, as well as Plague Spreader. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Spear Reaper is a zombie as well, so he can search out at that with Goblin Zombie. And Spear Reaper is very fun. I played it in my Dino Rabbits, and it can stall out for a long time because a lot of decks don't have anything to get over it, and it can stall for a long periods of time. So overall, I really like this deck. I'm probably going to play it for fun on Dueling Network just to see how it works out. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks to ProWinston again, and Nareg for actually releasing his deck finally. Thanks a lot to him, and I'll put a link to the original video in the description below. So yep, this is Commentary for Life, keeping it real, signing out.